Hey everyone, Ken here with Ken's Kreations, and today in this video we're going to show you how to make Angry Bird magnets. So I'm sure everyone knows the Angry Bird games has taken over the world and probably taken over your phone. And those with kiddos probably are asked a million times to play the game on the phone. This can be frustrating at times because you might need your phone and your kids are playing Angry Birds. So in this project, I'm going to show you how using your Cricut Explore and the new Cricut Explore Printable Magnet sheets, how you can create your own Angry Bird magnets so your kids can play with them on your refrigerator at home and you're free to use your phone again. So let's go ahead and take a look how you can go ahead and upload these images into Design Space and cut them on your Cricut Explore. So what we need to do is do a couple of things to get this project ready for Cricut Design Space and our Cricut Explore. The first thing is we need to find the files of our Angry Birds, our building materials, and of course the little target practice they have. And when I went on this search, I was blessed to find an amazing website. And you're going to want to bookmark this website. It's www.artistshelpingchildren.org. And on this website, they have some amazing craft projects that you can either do by yourself or with your kids. And let me tell you, I spent hours on this website looking at projects yesterday and got some great ideas. Now, the first one we're going to look at is how to make your own Angry Birds magnet set. And I'll give you this link down in the description below so this way you can get straight to this page. Now, the only difference between the project I'm going to show you and this project is in the artistshelpingchildren.org project, they actually use scissors to cut out by hand all of these different elements. Well, one of the great things about the Cricut Explorer is the ability to print then cut. So we're able to print these on our home printer and then cut them on the Cricut Explorer. So all we need to do is go to each template and we're going to go ahead and right click, save image as. I always save them on my desktop so that way it's easier to find. So we're going to save that. And we're going to continue to do this for all three sets. Now these sets were created by the artistshelpingchildren.org. So I'm very grateful because this made this project for me very easy instead of trying to find each individual element and importing it into Design Space. So once we have all three of these saved to our desktop, we can double check that it worked by seeing all three are right here on my desktop. Now all I need to do is go ahead and bring up Cricut Design Space so we can import the images and clean them up and get them ready for print then cut. So let's do that now. Now that we have Design Space up and running, we can go ahead and upload our pictures for our print then cut project. We're going to do that by going to the left-hand side here and selecting the upload image. Now these three files are PNG files, so we're going to be using the basic upload option and hit upload image. Now this is why I told you to go ahead and save those images on your desktop. The reason why is when you go hit browse, it will bring up your desktop, and as you can see there's all three of my photos easily found. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with the target practice template, and there's a reason for that. I want to show you a little trick here. So we're going to hit open, and as you can see there is our preview. It's a complex image and we're going to hit continue. Now when looking at this file, we normally would just use this magic wand to get rid of all the white. However, when I do that and hit my white area, you can see it also gets rid of our clouds. Now, obviously we want it to go ahead and cut around the clouds, so we need to fix this. And I'm going to show you what to do in order to stop this from happening. We're still going to hit complex image, but this time we're going to go to advanced options and we're going to change our color tolerance to a 1. So we're going to go all the way down to 1. And then what's going to happen is using our wand, we're going to select the white again, and as you can see this time it does not get rid of the cloud. And the reason why is these clouds really aren't white. They're a very light gray, and we want that color tolerance to be very picky. So by doing it to a 1, it does that for us. Now we can go ahead and get rid of anything else that we want to go ahead and erase. So the inside of these clouds we don't want. We want to get rid of the inside of these donuts. And then we want to go ahead and make sure we got everything. So we're going to scroll down. Now, this photo was obviously watermarked by saying artistshelpingchildren.org. And we want to give credit where credit's due. However, we don't want our Cricut Explorer to cut out those tiny little letters. So we're going to use the eraser up here. And we're going to go ahead and change our eraser size and go ahead and erase that. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and hit this preview option, and it's going to show you everywhere it's going to cut on this project, which this looks pretty good. So once we are done with that, we can hit continue, and now we are ready to save this project. And we're going to go ahead and hit save. This is going to go ahead and save it in our image library, and you're going to see a preview of this right down below where you originally uploaded this. I'm going to go ahead and go through this process 2 more times, uploading the Angry Birds and building materials, and then we'll go ahead and get our project ready. Now that we have all 3 files uploaded into Cricut Design Space, we can go and bring them into our project. We're going to do this by selecting each of our photos down here, and it's going to put a check mark in that box to let us know we've selected it. We're going to go ahead and hit Insert Images, and you're going to see it brings them all in on top of each other. So we're going to want to go ahead and separate all 3 of these images out. Now this is going to be a print then cut project using the printable magnet sheets. And depending on what browser you're using will also depend on what size you can make these. I've given you a link down below that takes you to a document that lets you know each browser's settings and limitations with the print then cut. In this case, I'm using Google Chrome, and the maximum height I can make these images is 6.5. So I'm going to go to my Edit tab, and under Height, I'm going to go ahead and put 6.5 and click out of the box. This is going to automatically resize my file to the maximum that I can. And I want it to be the maximum because obviously these are going to be little magnets for kids to play with, so I want to make sure that they can get their little hands on them. So I'm going to do that for each of the files, and then we will go ahead and go to our next step. Once we have all 3 of them sized, we can go ahead and now just hit go. This is going to show us our map preview, and Cricut Design Space already knows this is a print then cut project, so it's going to go ahead and put your registration marks and get everything ready to go for you. Now when we hit print and go, it's going to bring up your print settings, and I'm going to show you a little trick that I do to get a high print quality. I'm going to go ahead and hit print using system dialog box here. This is going to bring up my dialog box for printing, and I'm going to change this layout to printer settings and change it from white paper to photo paper. This tells my printer that it's a higher quality print and it's going to do a much better job in my experience. All right, now all we have to do is go ahead and hit print. Make sure your magnet sheets are in your printer, and then we'll go ahead and show you the machine and getting it ready for cut. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's project on how to make your own Angry Bird magnets using the Cricut Explore and the Cricut Explore Printable Magnet Sheets. Hopefully, your kids now will be able to play Angry Birds on the refrigerator at home while you're able to get your phone back in your hands. So if you enjoyed this project and want to see more, make sure you check out my blog over at www.creativecan.com. If you want to purchase any of the products used in this video, check out the description down below where I've given you all of the product links and where you can purchase them. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you check out all of my other videos and upcoming project videos. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else on the internet. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching today's projects. I hope you have an amazing day and go out there and create something magical. Thanks for watching.